Alright, final thoughts. I'm not doing a review here. I will talk about what happened in the show. But this isn't really a review. This is my final thoughts of how they built going into WrestleMania Night 1 and 2. Let's make this very clear. Everybody else is going to do the same thing. They're going to review it and then they're going to give their thoughts. I'm doing it now. This is not about if this SmackDown was good or not. It's what it's supposed to be. The final setup before WrestleMania. The Battle Royal, let's make it clear. What do we really get from the Battle Royal? Really? The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal in dedication to the first inductee into the Hall of Fame. Have you ever seen anyone get anywhere with the Battle Royal win? No. They drop the ball on them. They raise them up and they drop them again. We know Bronson Reed won it. But does it mean anything? I don't know. As far as I can tell, he'll be no different than he was before. I don't expect him to get pushed more than maybe the Intercontinental Championship or maybe the U.S. title if they start doing the draft again. If they do the draft again. So I'm not seeing anything important from the Battle Royal in WrestleMania Smackdown. Elektra Lopez. Was she really a high caliber match for a Zelina Vega? No, this wasn't about Zelina and Elektra Lopez. This was about Andrade Cien coming back and joining LWO, basically. Not saying he will, but basically. Because essentially speaking, the way it looks, and this is where it gets interesting, since Dragon Lee's done. They didn't want him to be the one working with Rey. They now let Andrade do it. And you see Carlito was the one who was with a Dragon Lee, and you wonder, was Carlito who nailed Dragon Lee? Will he turn and join an El Gato del Fantasma? That's another question for it. Will they actually go there? I don't know. Or will Andrade betray a Rey and Alina? Would they go there and let Andrade Cien almost betray Zelina Vega and Rey Mysterio? Will they do that? I don't think so. The only one that makes sense to betray in this situation would be Carlito, because they've done nothing with him and he's going to be frustrated and he will turn and go to Santos Escobar. That's what it looks like. This is the way it looks like they're booking into WrestleMania. These types of things. Let's give it to you like this. All the building up for the entire show. Seeing that KO and Randy Orton was hunting down a Logan Paul. He was at the arena. Then he went into whatever the venue was. Then he gets his ass nailed. But you don't see any dissension between Randy and KO. What will you really get in that triple threat? I can't tell you it's going to be great. I'm not going to tell you it's going to be bad. These are the types of things you're going to be questioning as your final thought. Will we really get great storytelling? Because let's make this clear. As I've said before, this is not going to be about the match quality. None of this is about the match quality. It doesn't make a difference what's going to happen with Seth, Cody, Roman, and the Bloody Rock himself. This is not about the match quality unless The Rock hurts himself again like he did with Cena. Or he's really, really sloppy in the ring. This has got to be about the storytelling. And I just don't think so. The storytelling's not there. I'm telling you. The storytelling, for me personally, half of it is not there. I know that Alex is ecstatic. He don't give a fuck. He's getting his dream to see The Rock at WrestleMania. He'd rather see The Rock headline WrestleMania. But this is what he's got. He thinks that Cody may win, and there's a good possibility he win. But will he really gain anything in his story? No. I'm sorry. If you love Cody in the story, fine. But I don't think he'll gain anything when he wins, if he wins. Because I still believe that he's not going to win. I still believe Cody will not win, and they're going to drag this out because it gives this. Because if I'm right, this is not about story. This is not about the story for Cody to drag on and to have to finally face the final boss in not a Roman Reigns, but a Rock. This is about TKO Group Holdings, who only cares about increasing their dividends, increasing their stock, and increasing interest in a fraction of their business, which is TKO WWE. I just don't believe they care about the fans. Not saying that Triple H don't care, or the wrestlers don't care, or the trainers. This is not about them. This is about the board of directors. This is about Ari Emanuel. And you can say to a certain extent, a Rock who is inducting his grandmother into the Hall of Fame. I'm sorry. Look, Paul Heyman, I get it. And Thunderbolt Patterson, I could get it. If he's the father of the modern day promo, I find understandable. They want to give some Japanese wrestlers some respect. They want to give, the Express? I can't remember what they're called. But not the Midnight Express, but another team called the Express. They're being honored. But out of the blue, we finally get someone who could have been easily inducted years ago. Easily. Inducted years ago. Rocky Maivaia's grandmother, who could have been inducted many years ago, but never was. But now, all of a sudden, Paul Heyman, who is connected to the Maivia family to a certain extent, and legitimately, The Rock's grandmother. It's too coincidental. This is being done on purpose because of The Rock. And Ari's allowing it. He doesn't care. As long as it brings in this, that's all that matters from what I can tell. Now, like I said, this WrestleMania will be a big question. Because if I am right, all that matters to them, even more than prestige, is money. And everyone's saying, well, of course they care about money. No, you don't understand. You don't. They would sacrifice all of your asses to make more money. They are worse than Vince McMahon. And the big question is, how much worse are they? If Cody doesn't win, they're doing this to bring even more interest and make more money. This is not about building a better story for Cody. This is about bringing in more money. Alex is not going to see it. JD is going to get angry as hell because he believes the story needs to be written. The story needs to be done. But Alex is not going to give a damn because he'll probably be happy as hell. And night 1 and night 2, he loses, he'll be fine with it. He'll say, oh, he'll get it later. To be honest, I don't think he will ever get it correctly. Saying someone's supposed to get the title and then gets it does not mean he'll get it right. I'm not caring about the story. It doesn't matter if he gets it or not. The question for me is, will this all lead to more of a watered down WWE? A WWE that doesn't care about the fans. A WWE, which is now known as TKO WWE, is only caring about this more than Vince McMahon did. No one wants to see a possibility that this could be what we're getting. Triple H doesn't own the company. Steph doesn't own the company. The Rock doesn't own the company. Ari Emanuel owns the company. And he's never been a fan. The only thing he is a true businessman, unlike a Vincent Kennedy McMahon who never was. He tried to be. And to a certain extent, he was. But he never started as a businessman. He started as the kid of a guy who ran a promotion and who did basically help to promote boxing. This is what we got. And I can tell you, closing of the show, seeing that Solo gets his ass whooped, Jimmy got his ass whooped, Jay got over, but he had to have Cody and Seth by his side. And they had to whip everybody. And we got an Uso splash. This is formulaic. This is not anything unfamiliar. The only thing that's different is that Dragon Lee's been taken out and now Andrade's been put in. Question is, will Andrade turn on Rey or not? Will a Carlito turn on Rey and Selena and Andrade? It's up to you guys. Give me your thoughts. Peace.